Hey, it's John the Natural Man, and what we're going to do today is we're going to make some dinner. We're going to make some pulled pork. So I'm going to start here with this nice pork shoulder roast, and I got some non-iodized pink Himalayan salt. So first, I'm just going to grab some salt here, sprinkle that on my pork nice and evenly. Get a little bit more here. I like to have a nice layer of salt on it when I put it in the crock pot. So get that. And now what we're going to do is go ahead and switch sides, turn it over to the side with all the fat, and we're just going to do the same thing again here. So go ahead and grab some more salt. Make sure we get a nice layer of salt on it. Now what I usually like to do is I like to leave my salt on for about a good hour. However, because of the timing, I just don't have time for that. So we're just going to go ahead and get that on there, and then we're going to get it over here into the crock pot. Now what I like to do here is I like to put fat side down when I put it here in the crock pot, so we'll get that nicely centered. Alright, now that we got that in the crock pot, what we're going to do is we're going to add some water. So this time I'm going to add 1 cup of water into the crock pot. What's going to happen is as the pork cooks, the fat will render down and add some liquid in the bottom of the crock pot here. So we're going to go ahead and turn on the crock pot. I'm going to use what I call flex cook for this. So what it's going to do is I'm going to set it for 2 hours on a high temperature, and then what I'm going to do is I'll come onto the right side and I'm going to set it to 4 hours on low. Had I started this earlier in the day, I would have just done low for 8 to 10 hours. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and get this all set up so that way this is done just in time for our dinner tonight. All right, back to the crock pot. This just recently switched over to warm. Take a look. Oh yeah, definitely cooked, ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and pull it out, and we're just gonna take a chunk off and just use what I need for dinner tonight, maybe a little bit for tomorrow. So that's why I make this with just salt. That way I can use the pork for some other recipes. So probably going to make like a pork stew with what's left. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get in here and grab some of this pork. The nice thing is it's so tender that I just come in here with the tongs and the meat will just come right off. Alright, that looks like enough meat. Then we just simply shred it with the forks. Alright, that should be enough for our dinner tonight. Go ahead and slide my pot over. And then put it in the pot. Tonight, I'm going to use Sweet Baby Ray's sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Normally I like more natural barbecue sauces, but what I was hoping for wasn't in the closet. So just add however much you like on your meat. And then we're just going to heat it up to make the meat hot. And then we'll mix it in and we'll be ready to make our sandwiches. All right. It's only been there for about 30 seconds. And it's ready to be served. And there we go. Easy pulled pork. Threw a slice of Swiss cheese on there on a potato bun. Bon appetit.